Humanitec is the fastest way to build your internal developer platform. It makes your setup maintainable, enables application developers to self-serve the tech they need, and it relieves pressure on ops. An internal developer platform is set up and managed by the ops team. Developers use it to deploy applications by themselves, roll back changes, fire up a database, or spin up fully provisioned environments. It allows them to take code from idea to production and boost their productivity. A good way of understanding how such a platform works is to explore what happens under the hood when a developer hits deploy. We want to deploy a straightforward application with two containers, a front end and a back end. The front end is exposed to a public URL, the back end serves an API consumed by the front end and stores data in a Postgres database. You want to deploy the whole application to a Kubernetes cluster in GCP. With that in mind, let's see how the platform spins up such an application when a developer hits deploy. It's essential to understand that an internal developer platform will do exactly what you, as an ops team, has told it to do. Here is what you asked it to do for our example. You connected a GKE cluster and told the platform to deploy to it. You connected a Cloud SQL instance and told the platform to create new databases. You connected a DNS provider and told the platform to create new subdomains as required. And you connected your CI pipelines for the two container images so that the internal developer platform is informed when a new image is available. You can think about it like a recipe. The platform will follow your recipe. So when a developer hits deploy for the first time, it will create a new namespace in your Kubernetes cluster, a new Postgres database, and a new DNS record for your subdomain. The platform will then create new manifests for each deployment and apply them to the cluster. The platform uses your configuration templates to create those manifests. Seconds later, it will serve the application wired up to all its dependencies to the developer. All of this happens entirely automatically. Let's now look at the DevOps experience in the tool. Later we'll tackle the developer experience. On this screen, your DevOps team can wire up and orchestrate their existing tech and tools. For instance, you can connect a CI pipeline, which can be quickly done by adding a new step at the end of your pipeline. But you can also integrate and orchestrate any type of resource, such as a cluster, database, file storage, or DNS. These resources can be provisioned by the platform. In this screen, you can see how we added the Postgres database for our sample application. We created definitions, which use resource drivers to do the actual provisioning of the resource. You can use our built-in drivers or write your own. This means you can connect up any tech you can imagine, be it on-premise or in the cloud. Now let's look at the developer experience. We've just learned what happens when a developer hits deploy, but that's just the start. Developers can change configurations and fire up a database with just a click. They can now automate the entire deployment process, diff those deployments to see what changes were introduced, or they can roll back to a previous state. When a hotfix needs to make its way to production, developers can quickly spin up fully provisioned environments matching exactly what is deployed to production. They can deploy and test the hotfix in these environments before promoting to production. In summary, with an internal developer platform, application developers can take code from idea to production, while you, as the DevOps team, stay in control. This frees you up from maintaining unstructured scripts and working on a never-ending stream of tickets from your developer colleagues. Your internal developer platform integrates with all the tools and tech you use today, and it can scale from a couple of managed clusters in the cloud to hybrid cloud setups, depending on an array of databases and managed services. Relieve pressure on your ops team and make your app developers more productive with Humanitec, the fastest way to build your internal developer platform. Start a free trial today.